Good morning, hello, and happy Thursday. Zilby's here. Do you want to hang out? Yes? No? Hello, Sitsu. How are you doing today? Are you done? Okay. What? Come here. Hi. What? Terrible. You managed to bite your lip eating a cookie the day. Oh no, that's horrible. I'm so sorry. Zilby is meowing out of um consolation, agreement that that sounds terrible. Wolfers Dad, good evening. How are you doing today? Okay, well, clearly Zilby wanted me to go up with him, but I am not. I am staying here with you all. Well, hopefully your lip is better soon. Lip and mouth cuts are the worst. They take forever to heal. Oh, you were given some code by a professor yesterday. You rewrote it and got a 6 times performance increase. Yeah, that happens. I mean, to to be fair, and also I don't know the context of the code. I sometimes did give students code that you know isn't really great, but it's maybe like the next step in the journey and learning journey. So it's possible that it's sort of like learning code, not really like the right code. It was code to find which octant a point in 3D space is in. It was just 8 if and elif statements. We wrote it to just use bitwise operations without any conditionals. Um, Sounds like okay. So when I was teaching, we did warm ups, and one of our a an exercise that we would do sometimes is write some code like that and then give it a warm up. Say like, okay, you have 45 minutes to at the beginning of the day refactor this code, make it better, like figure out what could be better in it, make it better, like tell us, and share at the end what you did and why you think is better for that. um your brain stopped working and you can't figure out how to make something in your bevy game work. I'm sure the solution is obvious. I haven't used bevy recently. Like the last time we checked out bevy, it didn't have like an editor, it didn't have any of this stuff. In fact, I think they switched the ECS engine behind the scenes since then. So it's the I don't know if I'd be able to help you. Okay, you worded it in a way to make it seem so it was a lesson. It was a lesson. You were tasked with making it faster. Okay, so that was perfect. That's exactly what it was. It was like here's some terrible code. Make it better. And then you did it. So awesome. I wonder how many other people are going to think about using bitwise operations, or if they're going to use. So another thing to do, but it depends upon what the type of if statement is to use a lookup table, because that could be just as fast and and very readable too. And depending upon the code it is, it might be really easy. Like for example, JavaScript and TypeScript using lookup tables to like run functions and do other stuff, super easy. Yeah, Absolutely. We can go, well, yeah, we can go take a look at it. It will do that for me, but I can see what it is. Make sure pastebin doesn't expose anything weird. Okay. Yeah, that. Okay. Yep. So much wasted space. Okay. So Python stuff. Oh, Python stuff. Um, takes a bunch of points, returns which octants all those points are in. So 4 points. Oh, this is yours after. Yeah, so for points, if okay, then you're doing a search for this thing is less than 0. Yeah, it that'd be a little bit tougher with the lookup table because you're doing have to do a little bit of math in here. So if you could put the points in a lookup table, then you can do sort of like a combination of these two things. But this would be this would be yeah, this should be fine. This is 20,000 randomly generated points in 10 milliseconds. Well, it sounds like you successfully did the assignment then. How slow was it before? Did you benchmark it? 600 milliseconds for 20,000. Nice. So that's what like six to like a 600% increase in speed. Math in that direction is really hard for me. I even when not streaming, like figuring out what the percentile speed of that without breaking out a calculator. But that's pretty good. That's like that's oh it's Python too, which is I don't think you can do something like compile for release mode in Python. So it's that's also really nice. You're not getting quite as super speedy up like that Rust gives you, or C plus plus. Okay, old code was 0.75 seconds. New code was 0.1 second. Yeah, that's like what, a 700%, 750% increase then. Yeah, I mean it's nice when it comes out to math with like one in the number. Well, congratulations and good job with that. That's awesome. Okay, so course loaded, auth loaded. So we got some errors in here. Let's go and find out what's going on. Um, the trait. Okay, so Yew component library loading state default is not satisfied. So I do wonder if maybe there's so weird. Okay, so BB loading state here is saying that default is not satisfied. Standard default is not implemented for BB loading state. Clone is not satisfied. Oh, I wonder if it's just that one then. Still got some stuff to work out. You need to estimate how many cache misses some code generates for a certain array lookup, assuming a cache line can take oh, that's interesting. So I created like the ECS stuff, but I never like learned how to like calculate the number of cache misses. Um I'm not even 100% sure how much of the cache really gets used for each array because it's like doesn't always fill it up for the array. It'll load multiple things in there. So I don't know what it would really be. I'm not even sure how to write a simulation to like prove it and show cache misses. That'd be interesting to see. Okay, so you are yelling at me because you're saying in here. And also, okay, hold on. Cargo tunnel. So we're currently pointing directly at YCL. So if I come here to YCL, and what is this again? This is BB. Okay, loading state. States. Okay. So we have BB loading state. It's nothing special. It's just an enum. And it implements default. Oh, I wonder if it's because it's copy also. Wait, can I not do that? That was it? Oh, that felt like that was not the right error message for what the problem was. Okay, well, copy apparently I can't use there. I've been slightly disappointed at how like I can't use copy in a lot of different things in sort of front end dev. And I wonder if that's something that Yew is doing, or if I wonder if that's like something that a lot of them are doing to try to prevent some of the clones from happening. I don't know. Sometimes special locality says that if you're reading some memory, you're likely to read memory close to it, so it loads more memory into its cache for fast lookups. Yes. Have you ever used or looked at an ECS library, entity component system, Bullfirst? Because you have not. Okay, so that's all about cache misses and hits. That's like the entire reason that they exist, and they're used quite heavily in game dev specifically for that purpose. It's a really fascinating sort of look into it. Yeah, ECS, entity component system. Okay, so we still have an error in here. Oh, cannot move out of user token. Right, because now it's like, hey, you can't do that. I guess I could. No, it's user token. It's a string. Do I need? Okay, so what do we get here? Store user token. Oh, it's a attribute value, so I can very cheaply clone it. Okay, there we go. So you're happy now. All right, so this is inserting a tag. So this is okay. This is in the store. So I basically want to grab the token out. Uh, what's going on in here? Why are you this this feels weird. So we've let some token. You should be tabbed in, right? Okay, we glue console log in there. I return out of this else in case it's not good. And then you should be that, right? Because this match. Why did I get it auto formatted? That that feels a little bit odd too. Especially since it's not showing any like really bad errors. And it's compiling. I wonder if it's because we're inside the box pin and it's a little bit weirded out by that. But okay, let's do that. All right, so we get our token out, we extract that out, then we use that token to insert into the API, which takes attribute values for both the name and the token. So we have those. The name comes in. Okay, so we have a tag. Okay, so if it's successful, we have the tag, and then we just insert that into our hash map after we come back. If we get an error, we put that into the alert, which is not really working right now. And then we also log that out. Okay, so this does that, and you're yelling at me because you're not being used, right? Yes. Okay, so I now want to go into pages, course, pages tags. And we want to use this whenever the thing happens. So, okay, here is new tag on submit. We have all of this. And so I want to make this a little bit easier. So first of all, we get, okay, so I think we can do a slightly different pattern for this. So we can do tag name equals let some. Oh wait, it wouldn't be that. It would be let some tag name equals, okay, so event get name. We'll make that an as string. If that didn't work, we would have to just do a return, just like we did there. And then we can also, do I want to set an alert? I might want to. So if we go back to the main store, let's set, this is not async. This will be a function set alert. Okay, so we'll take in the dispatch, we'll take in the message. I don't think I need this to be an attribute value because I'm almost always doing this as like a stir like that. That being said, I'm storing this as an attribute value, right? Alert. Oh, it's that types alert. Yeah, attribute value. So it has to be attribute value at some point in time, so I might as well take it in there. Okay, so I'll take an attribute value. I don't think I need to return anything here. We'll just do a dispatch. Okay, so we'll do store dot alert message, and we'll set that equal to the message. I guess you need to be. We'll move you in. Okay. Okay, so then the else in here, this can be, okay, so I need the store. And there's only, I'm doing the main store, so I'm just calling this, oh, we have this. store. Okay, so where am I using that? Okay. I think I'm gonna need to clone you. So that way I can keep on using the store. Wait. No. That's the store. I need the dispatch. I need the dispatch. I guess it'll just let me know if I really need it. So here we move in. It's level 1, so this is fine. So we'll just do dispatch. Oh no, it's not dispatch. It's AP. No, not API. Main store. Set alert. Now it's the dispatch, and then we also pass in. This will be missing tag name. Okay. That gives us this, and that's pretty much all of you. And that's actually all of you. Oh, I went. Is there a way I can do undo? No, I can't go back. So that's all of you gone for that. That's nice. Okay. So that gives me the tag name. Um okay. New tag state. Alert dispatch. So I don't. Okay, what's the next thing I'm really doing? Okay, I'm getting the token out next. So that will be let some token equals, okay, so this will be the store. Um, Same problem here. You must be authenticated, so we can just dispatch. No, it's not dispatch. It's the set alert, pass in dispatch, and must be logged in to create a tag. Okay, you're happy so far. I guess I'll just recreate these as I need to. Okay, so now I have the token, which is all of these. We do Bosenbinden futures. Why are you upset? Expected semicolon. That's why. New tag state set. Okay. Okay. New tag attribute value from. Okay, so Bosenbinden futures. Yeah, we're not really doing anything here. I guess like this point in time, I want to create the new tag. So that would be main store insert tag, pass it in the dispatch, pass in the tag name, right? That's all I care about. Oh, and you need to be an into too. Um, right. Okay. So we this usually happens when we are moving things in and like cloning them and all that fun stuff. So that might be the dispatch here. Oh, also, you know what? Insert your async. Okay, so you need to happen inside of here. Are you gonna tell me exactly what is failed to log in? No. Okay, of course not. So I think it might be the store. So I might be able to do something like store. Um. Oh, it wouldn't be the store. It'd be the dispatch. So, and then I need that cloned here. Okay. It didn't like any of these. Nope, nope. I'm returning you, so you're fine. Okay, so that wasn't the dispatch. Oh, this needs to be awaited. But I don't think you're returning anything, right? Correct, yeah. Okay. Why more? Um I'm doing something that is making is like I'm doing something wrong with like a borrow checker type thing. And I don't let's see, main store set. Okay, so I'm doing those. I'm doing this off of the main store module itself, so I'm not moving like the module in. Set alert, I'm running. I'm cloning the dispatch that we got here. I mean, I guess I could put that there. Let me. That's what it was. Okay. I needed to clone the dispatch into here, then to use it. Okay. So, let's clone you because I forgot to do that. These clones it doesn't need. This token isn't being used. Yeah, why aren't you using it? Okay, so hold on. Insert tag definitely needs to pass in the token. We have the okay, hold on. Main store insert tag. You're taking this. Oh, because I have the token already here. That's why. I don't need to get the token out. We already have it. One of the reasons to do it there is it makes this really simple. Just get the name of the tag and we just say, hey, go do the thing. Cool. Okay. Excellent. Well, that makes it a lot simpler. We don't need you anymore. That doesn't need a clone. Well, if you don't need a clone, then I don't need you at all, do I? If I don't need you at all, I don't need you. Not exactly that. I don't need you. Okay. Okay, excellent. So that's the on submit and is compiling. Let's see if it works. Okay, so first I'm gonna log in. Okay, so we go to tags. Let's open up this to make sure we don't get any weird errors in the console. All right, so we have no tags right now. I want to create a tag. We're going to create you. Ooh, missing field data. So if we take a look at our networks, our request, okay, mutation API insert tag, name string, variable name is you, insert tag is 1, object name is you. Okay, so far that doesn't look terrible. I wonder if I need quotes around this or not. Response. Field insert tags 1 not found in type mutation root. Okay. In the headers, did I send? Okay, so I sent an authorization bearer. And I'm curious. Wait, so you're saying that this isn't a valid bearer token? Also, that's weird. Well, that would do it. So the bearer token is bad? I'm really curious now. In our storage for cookies. Oh, not that one. That one. How about that? Oh, that worked. Oh. Oh, that's a very okay. Where? All right. Well, that was not the right token that we sent. So that's the thing. Okay, we need to debug that. So what happened there? That was the token that we're sending in. So we need to head to the main store. Another nice thing about doing it all here is that we can sort of see what's going on all in one place. So we're grabbing the token out of here, which is an attribute value. It's not missing at this point in time. It's absolutely there, but it's not the right value. Now, if we come back and we take a look, login from not refresh, login from redirect. Because that's what I did this time. Okay, we get the auth loaded. We get the URL, the safe state, parse URL fragment. Okay, we get the access token out of this. I want to make, okay. I want to make sure this is working. So that would be a missing access token in redirect URI. I wonder why it doesn't like auto reformatting that little bit of code. I wonder if it doesn't like formatting it when it's these things. Because it's not if let sum. And these are relatively new. Okay, I want to see whether or not we get an error missing that when we come back. Okay, so this would be oh, well look at that. I'm not logged in anymore. That's interesting. Okay, so hold on. Let's do a login again. Okay. So I have that. So you worked you end with a Q now. Which is different than this one. So if I replace you, okay. I think the saving of that is working. So it's extracting out of the redirect, and it's throwing it in there. Then when I go to tags, we're fine here. Oh, it's because I hit save. That's what it is. It's just not correctly recovering from that. Okay. Interesting. So what token? Okay, BCRMQ. The token looks fine. Yeah, it doesn't like this token. It's like there's something wrong with there must be something wrong with it. I'm storing it as an attribute string, as an option attribute string. See here, like we save cookie, token okay, so we save that into the cookie. So I can come and grab it from here. And that just suddenly okay. So I save you like that. That's great. Okay. Create this auth0 user. Okay, store user. And so this is all inside of one of these async ones. So we have user. Okay, store that user token. This access token, which is the same access token that we use here when we're saving the cookie. And we didn't get an error saving a cookie. Okay. I suppose we might want to just verify that this code really is running. So let's do a, I think I can do a log data. Saving, okay. Log n happened. And let's, I guess we'll do the access token. Okay, login happened, and the access token comes in here like this. If I take this exact access token as it is, and I give this to Hasura, you work. Okay, so that's a good access token. So this access token is correct. I mean, I kind of knew that it was, but it's good to verify. Now I'm attempting to store this in here. So we clone this access token, which is a string, and then I do an int on it to turn it into an attribute value. And so then, okay, so that, and it's also an option at this point. Okay. Now, I was attempting to do something like this here. What would I be missing? Fill structure field, just the token, right? So there's no reason that I couldn't just have the token be here, right? So just make it some access token, clone it, and into. And I just don't do these two things. Just in case that was screwing it up. So I tried both copying bear and then not copying bear, and it seemed to be okay with that, but we could try it again. Also, hello, Dayloop and Kevin Kuketsu. Am I wrong, or couldn't you first get user info using a reference and move it to store user after not needing to clone it? Isn't it an own string? Yeah, I probably don't. Well, it's interesting that. Oh, I'm in the wrong window. It's interesting that Clippy doesn't yell at me here. So access token. If I don't use a clone, what happens? Nothing. It's happy with that. Okay. I'm surprised that it's not a needless clone with Clippy. I'm used to that when we have those. So sort of got into the role of just, oh, let me just clone. If I don't need it, it will yell at me. Okay, so this was a change. So let's try this now. Now this is on login. This is after I refresh and I'm already logged in, which is a different thing. So I need to do this a couple different. I need to try this a few different times. Okay, so there's your at. It's because before you were using it to store user. Oh, okay. Just changing order worked fine. Okay, that's probably what it was then. All right, so here I am. I just did the redirect method. We come to tags. I want to create a new tag. So we create the tag. We have, okay, so we still have an error. If we look at our headers, authorization. Now, could headers are all lowercase in the end, right? It doesn't really matter. Okay, so here, if I take, oh yeah, no, it doesn't really matter here because if I take all of you, so bear included, and I copy you. Okay, let's just paste that in, tab it out. Okay, so you fail. The character at index 512 has a value greater than something. So 512 characters in? Is there a way in Hasura to go character by I guess I can do like some 512 then right? Uh, so I want to do 512 to the right. Is that right? There's an ellipses, 3 dots. And when I grab you, no, where am I going? I'm going to this thing. When I grab you from here, okay, so there is, oh yeah, look at that. There is a difference here. Wow. Okay, so this ends here. And we've still got a significant amount to go. It's what's going why? Why you do this? So ISDX. Oh yeah, it deletes all the way. Well, that's not great. I wonder if that's just the console log though that's doing that to me. Actually, it's not the console log. I'm taking that from the network tab here, aren't I? So here we're seeing, okay, Okay. Next question. Let's come back into storage, get the real one. Let's try the real one again. Okay, so you're happy again. If I change you to a lowercase a, you still work. So the lowercase a shouldn't make a difference. But it's making me a little bit suspicious that it's actually sending that sort of like ellipses dot 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 uh in the actual headers, because it really shouldn't be doing that. So I'm using attribute values. That's like the big difference here. So if we go to our API, we get the token, we get the name. Authorization, and I'm doing token as stir. Is there something better off? I could do toString. Okay. So toString, and then uh do that. Oh, really? That works. If I just do, I would have figured I needed to dereference it or something. Okay, let's try this. So again, we do that. Go to tags. Okay, there it is. There's that triple dots, which is not right again. Okay. Um, I'm getting the token here. What I'm extracting out, I'm extracting it from an option that should all be fine, right? Everything should be fine here. So what I could do is I could say, okay, token, you're gonna have to be a stir. We'll pass in the token like that. Then in the main store, the token will just have to be some access token, not an into anymore, because you're a string. So we just take ownership of you here. We need to go to the types and say auth0, no, user. Your token is a string. Get all data is using the wrong one. Okay, so I need to. How is it? It's go to definition. Okay, so option. Oh, I can. Hold on. Expected to stir. Okay, so in main store, match API insert. Okay, so this token, I can just do that now. Okay, you're compiling again. All right, next, try again. Same problem, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm not 100%. Okay, so if I copy value, what? Okay, copy all? Isn't it better and simpler that logged in doesn't exist? Just have a method. If you really want to know if you're logged in or not, yeah, I probably should do that. Then I can just check it every time, checking if token is some. That's probably a good idea. Is for me to do that. Um, I don't know. Some part of my brain was like, hey, you don't need to do that. But yeah, I think it would be a good idea. If I resend you, um, okay, yeah. So it's not like it's time. Is it a weird order thing? So that would be in the API. Is it a weird order thing where I just have this? I mean, I can't imagine that. So it's a builder that I created. I can't imagine that causes a problem, but maybe for some reason it does. And it was working before. It's not. This is not the area. This is not the area that I thought we were going to have problems. Tags. Yeah. Okay. Could not find it. Um. Yeah. To did not get the right stuff back. Oh, and so right. I can take this. The resend is the same thing. I wish that I could like copy values. I don't think actually giving me what it is, right? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, so when I copied the value, I'm getting you. That feels right. I don't think there's an ellipses in here. It's not even whatever that was. Okay. I still have that in my paste buffer. So if I come here and I do, all right, you all as that, you work. Okay, so then it's not the token. It can't be the token then. It's something else. Um, so with that token, insert LMS tags 1. If I were to do this with the new tag, that works. So that token that I copied is working. So the request is exactly this. So I want, okay, so if I take you and I keep on tabbing away and I don't want to do that. If I do this, query variables, we'll have to do name is new. Enter tags 1. What are you line about? Line 65? Oh, right. Front, because it's not this. It's from insert LMS tags 1. API insert tag insert LMS tags 1. Oh, fun days. This was working the entire time, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So request, you, response, we got it back. Okay. So I wrote the wrong query. Which means the entire attribute value thing was working the entire time. So I kind of want to put that back because it's a lot better when cloning to do that. So let's go find out where we did that. So in a main store, no, it was first in types. That's where we got to do it. So this is in user. Our token is going to be a attribute value. And now we just follow the errors. Antron ML, hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing today? And raiders, how are you all doing? Antron, how's your stream? What are you working on today? Hello, Tisan. Good morning. OCaml. Oh, nice. I have not used OCaml. Also, hello, Sam. I've not used OCaml before. I mean, I've heard about it, but I don't actually know if I could point out the syntax myself because I don't know if I've actually looked at it. But I've heard good things about it. Antron, how was your stream? It sounds like you were working on OCaml. The regional language Rust was implemented in. Oh, that's what the okay. So Rust was written in OCaml first, and then eventually became its own thing. We're writing a web framework. It was great. A great chat. Brought you the people. Well, I am super happy about that. Thank you so much for bringing me some good people. You're writing a web framework. What is it? Sort of like the React style web framework, or like more of a different, like a unique thing? Um, it was bootstrapped in OCaml and then rewritten in Rust afterwards. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, you can't really write a language in itself until at least it gets to the point where it can compile itself. Um, a lot of languages are written in like C or C++, but writing in something else, especially OCaml, is more functional, right? Like the very few things that I know about it, I think it's a functional, right? And that would make sense because Rust has like a lot of function. It's a really minimalistic server-side framework, just OCaml on the server, but really cleaned up. Okay. Okay, and all functions basically. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense then to like the entire idea of Rust is kind of sort of functional, but at least with that sort of ideas in mind, even if it's not a purely functional language. So that's awesome. Okay, and you've been making it's a minimalistic server-side framework, just OCaml on the server, but really cleaned up. Nice. What we have been working on here is working on a LMS, learning management system. It's a web application. It's created in Rust. We're using the Yew front end framework, which is very similar to React. So if you're familiar with React, this should be very, very similar to it. And we spent an unfortunate amount of time debugging why my GraphQL query wasn't working. We spent I thought it was the token. No, no, no. Turns out that I just used the wrong. I didn't have the wrong words in the query itself. So it turns out that if you call the right APA endpoint, it works. So now I sort of made a change to the token. There's this idea. There's this data type in Yew called an attribute value, which is it's a reference counted smart pointer, and I like to use it a little bit more when I can because it's really cheap to clone around, and the token we clone a lot. So I sort of figure let's put it back. I moved it back to just a normal string for testing, and now I want to put it back to an attribute value. Columbet Betco, hello. Oh, you guessed what LMS means. Nice. Yeah, people who have like used them, it's like hard to forget what an LMS. There's actually not that many other things that use LMS uh, as their initials, um, letters. Rust is systems, but it has nice parts of functional. That's one of my favorite things of Rust. Is it's basically high and low level at the same time. I guess like not really low level, but like it's high level and systems at the same time, and it's super nice to get into. Did say course tag on the screen in the preview. That does help, right? Yeah, yeah. If you saw me when I was like here working on it and trying to add tags in, that would do something. Um, let's see. Okay, so score users token clone. Okay, so what is this? This needs to be a Oh, you know what we need to do? I don't need the clone. I don't think this is Matt. This is, what file are we in? We're in main store. Okay, load all data. Oh, this part of the API get. I just need this to be. Where am I getting the token from? The store. Uh, the API needs to go back. Okay, so we need to go to here and say, hey, you need to not be a string anymore. You're going to be an attribute value. Okay, so that will make you a little bit happier. Next problem. All right, let's see at least if we can get this before I have to head off to my day job. Okay, so access token. Now I want to convert this in. So we'll just convert that in there. Okay, that's doing that. Probably should just test it to make sure it's working the way we expect it to. Okay, so here I'm logged in, I'm on the tags. I can now create a new tag. So let's do, here, let's like imagine I did an OCaml course at some point in time. I learned OCaml and I create a course on it. So there we go. So I create that, and if I refresh, it's still here. So excellent. We can learn from nice Rust style too, by the way. It looks neat. We actually were sketching out a style guide. Nice. Yeah, I have well, I mean, I guess style guide, are you talking about like the web style guide, essentially? There's so many different style guide. There's so many ways to create, like what style guides can mean too. It becomes confusing to me sometimes. All right, so we have that. The this logged in true. So I think you're right. Somebody suggested this and now it's up in chat and I can't remember who. So let's remove that in here. Refactoring in Rust is usually nice because it gives me a lot of errors. For a server-side OCaml code, but something friendly to web programmers, etc. Yeah. It's like web programmers on the front end, if they've never touched a server, could be like the toughest things that I've seen when teaching is understanding that if you block, you're blocking everyone. Because like if you're front end, you're used to, oh, I can block this. It only blocks my one user. But in a server side, you block everyone, like many users at the same time. And it can be a little bit tough to sort of get used to that idea that it's not just a single person you're programming for, essentially. Okay, so I think I want a method on here. Now, where do I want to put this? This is on. Oh, that's why it's not yelling at me. I need this on the types, I think. So on my types, I have this user. It's not user. It's on this. Oh, it's not in here. It's in the main store. The main store. Here's this. We have offloaded. We have logged in. So if I remove you, that will cause some errors. I can then grab this. Okay, so we could do an impl for the main store. Pub function. This one can be logged in. This will take in a reference to self. We return a Boolean. All right, so let's just do self dot user dot token is something. Okay, so if it's something, we're logged in. And now I have to go find out all the places that we have created this logged in, and I can just throw a parentheses on it. And then used for, we don't need that anymore. Oh, that was easy. That was 2 places. Nice. Okay, so everything should still work if I do this. Come here. We'll do. All right. What's another tag we can do? Sure. I teach how to do Twitch. Excellent. And that, if I do a query, get all tags. I want LMS tags. Give me the ID and the name. Wait, getting all tags doesn't work. Oh, unexpected variables. Ugh. I really like this is one of the things that I really don't like about Hasura. I should just be allowed to have stuff in the query variables here. That should be fine. Okay, and then here they are. So there's those ones. Excellent. So it's not like the refactor of what we were doing isn't completely done. We're switching to a brand new store. But we've got creating of the tags working now. So the next thing to work on, which will unfortunately probably have to be tomorrow, is going to be creating a course. So I want to be able to create a course. We'll just say something like Yew 0.20. We can now, okay, I need to get this working again. So we broke this. I did a major refactor of the store after talking to one of my mentors, and like he gave me a new a data structure to use, and now everything is broken. But we're slowly making it all work again. So I need to be able to choose the appropriate tag, so it needs to look in the right store for it. We then give it a description, a short description, and I create the course, and we want that to work. And then once we create the course, we can create an article. So we want to get that to work. And then once we do that, we want to go in and associate articles with the course, which was the entire big refactor thing that we were working on. So that'll be coming up. Let me go ahead and before I forget, let's quit. Those are tokens that are no longer real. Status. Okay, so this big commit, this is we can create tags again. All right, we'll go ahead and push that up. And I don't think we did anything to any of the other little mini projects. Well, Antron, thank you again for the raid. Let's see. Yeah, Whimsical. Hello, or Whimsically. Hello. Yes, we were raided by Antron, and now we're gonna set up a raid for someone else. The only person on my following list, Kuviman, is doing some stuff. Do you all have a recommendation for who to raid? Let me go check out what Kuviman is up to. Kuviman has in the past done a lot of game dev with Rust. I hate how if I tab away now, Twitch auto pauses the advertisement, so I can't like start loading something up and then come back to look at chat. It's not great. Okay, it looks like Kuviman's working on Ludum Dare game in Rust. So if you're all happy with Rust, then let's go. Oh, really? Okay. I click back to him and it plays another advertisement. Come on, Twitch. All right, well let's set up a raid for this. To Kuviman. Start the raid out there. Wait for the advertisement over here. But anyways, yes. I do these streams in the mornings, almost every weekday morning, basically Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, sometime between 7 and 9 a.m. Mountain Time. I start and then I go usually until noon because no work on that day. All right. So, and we're working on this entire like LMS thing so I can eventually create and courses and actually sell them instead of just put them on YouTube for free. So with that, thank you again for hanging out with me. If you came with a raid, thank you so much. And I hope that you all have a great rest of your Thursday. And I will see you next time. Bye. Text edit.